place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that like to get into their sets, work the ball, have a little patience. Back in your day, what was your favorite play to run in half court?
Any NBA player, Kevin, will tell you their favorite play to run in the half court was any play that
Here we
was
go.
called for them.
College Hoops 2K After Dark.
Let's start with that.
Michigan State
But most
versus
of the time,
Georgetown.
I just
Here
enjoyed
is
sets
the
where the
tip.
ball moved around. 4 or 5 touches. We talk often about good to great, but when you knew the opportunity for you to shoot the ball was there, but there was a better one for the next guy, that's when you're operating at a high level.
Now the starting group for the visitors. And here's Joseph for three. Passes to McKnight. Tries again. Jump shot is good that time. Opening night, Brent, always exciting.
Oh, yes.
Technically, every team is undefeated with a lot of hope.
You're just fired up. I mean,
I am fired
the
up.
NBA never stops, Kevin. We
I
know this, right?
Isn't it great, though? I'm so glad it doesn't.
The offseason is just absolutely ridiculously exciting.
So fun.
So much movement and hope for franchises that, have struggled for a long time. And here we go. Hope springs eternal.
Nice.
It's opening night.
And they pick up two.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And here's Joseph for three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Misses from close range.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Second shot opportunity.
Dude, why did you do that
one's
noodle
not
arm
gonna
thing?
go. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Baseline jumper. Cherry can't get it to go. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Joseph, the pass to McKnight. Now, here's Joseph. He's tightly guarded, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The pass to Wheeler. Six on the shot clock. Moves back up. And he sinks the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Pass to McKnight. The dish now to Jones. From about 19 feet.
Hey.
A second chance effort. It's deflected. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, though, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin, and the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair, but understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player. Every now and then, seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. It's good. This game is all even. And it's all knotted up. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And You know, there are some players who are playing coach, who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams he's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of their organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. A mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. G kicks to right. Second chance shot. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The fuck?
The first free throw is good. That one is no good. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hart the pass to G. Pulls up on the elbow. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. 34 seconds left to play here in the first. Sims, the pass to Caldwell. Timma. And the 3 off target. They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
Yes.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip.
10 seconds left in the quarter.
To the wing on the left. Here's Sims. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The away team, they lead by a bucket. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I mean, the rebounding was the
score is
difference
Michigan State 14, Georgetown 12 as we start in the second quarter.
Rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Shoots from 12, and that one's good by G. G's got his first bucket of the night. 43% from the floor. Pass to Caldwell.
Ableton.
5 on the clock to the left side wing. Timma off offline with his three.
Misses.
Shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best.
Oh.
Here's Hart off on the layup. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Passes it to Sims. Here's Gregory. And the pass to Caldwell. Shot from the wing. And too long on the shot.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Right from outside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense.
Timeout, Hoyas.
Trip down.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Chan. Here's Wheeler. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far.
Whoa.
Kicks it to G. Got a piece of it. It's Jones on the wing.
Yeah.
Nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Can they get it? Misses off the left iron.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Draw 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. To halt the run. That misses, and he's
that was a
0
bad
for 4.
shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Wheeler. Trying to end the drought. And Jones pulls it down.
No putback for you.
Some pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
To the right side. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there. And doesn't like how
the timeout by the Hoyas
going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Joseph. Fires for 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Left in the second quarter to end the run, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the first one drops. And he makes the first but misses the second. They've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. Steps back and fires. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6.
1 for 6. Yes.
Down low. Here's Caldwell, and he jams it with authority.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it. He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Inside. Can't cash in from close range.
It's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play physical.
Down. And so it's the visiting team. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
Great last shot there for the quarter.
Tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the board, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they had to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, obviously, they were outshot. I thought they mailed it in too many times in terms of their effort. People weren't moving, they weren't screening, and they definitely weren't hustling. They need to hit the ground running to be competitive in the second half, or they could get blown out.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good.
Take a quick. All right, let's do this. Score is Michigan State 29, Georgetown 17. Second half, here we go.
But a big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The ball poorly, just 28%. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half.
Center on center. Oh.
Got a hand on it.
Oh, my forward blocked it.
They've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The pass to Jones. 3-pointer. Joseph dishes to Jones. Good on the 3-point shot. Jones has got 8 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Jerry can't get it to go.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Joseph. A beautiful reverse layup. Joseph's got his third basket of the night.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Oh.
No good with the layup.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Joseph,
yes,
another layup.
In. Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Guys are looking
Early
for
timeout by the Hoyas.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively
by 19.
for sure. And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
You got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And now let's take a moment to check out stats for Sims coming off a terrific season. third in free throw percentage, 8th in scoring, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. They get it back.
Yes.
And it's blocked.
I saw that
right
coming
here
a mile
for him
away.
offensively. Seems to be rushing shots. Yeah, they've only missed
Thank you
one
very much,
out of
22,
their first
Damian
5
Hart.
shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the third quarter. What a terrible start to the half. To stop the run. And it's in there. 7 points in the game.
And
On
just
this time.
a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Hart. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. And that one's on target from the wing. Hart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Michigan State doing
25%
everything
from the
right
field.
so
4
far.
shot selection all around. Feet away, and the bank shot is good.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Fires top of the key.
Ah.
It doesn't go for him. Gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Yep, that one goes in there. 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, you would use, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit, like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like, what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. To the inside. That's tipped.
Damn right, I tipped it.
Right, left
Wow.
side.
And guys, he saw his
Angel
chance
right
to earn a little
again.
camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
That one, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Gregory. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Timma
No Timma.
from outside off the mark.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
A pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. The offensive rebound, and it's denied. But they'll get another chance.
4, 3, 2.
Here's Gregory, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And
Not
so
score.
it's the visiting team holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. They've been playing some ferocious defense, and we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
So as we start the fourth quarter, the score is
One
Michigan
quarter to go in a
State
game that to this
45,
point has
Georgetown
not been an evenly
23.
fought contest. Passes it to McKnight. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for
I'd
the
like to
NBA.
see more.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the pass to Wheeler. Sinks the triple.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Good work there as it goes. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. The quick look, no good that time.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's G, and the layup's
Nice.
good off the glass. G's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, did I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Now here's Jones. Out to the wing. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Tries it from 19, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Pass to Cherry. Lock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Milton. Tries again. He lays it in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yeah.
So sign me up
with
for that
courtside
job.
seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any
40 joining in
NBA
on the party.
rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. Pass to Wheeler. Trying to get something going, and Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Howell. Passes it to Milton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Come on.
Left here in the 4th quarter. This is to Sims. Knocked away and stolen by Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Sure loves to dunk.
And they came in
Wright.
determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
They get it. That one, no good. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Finishing.
It's shocking how easy it is to get to the rim against Georgetown.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A
I know
very,
this is the
very
3rd string
decisive
team out
victory
there, but
for the
still.
club tonight.
No good again that time. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
What kind of shot will I take
There's the
here?
pass to Howell. The 3-ball buries it from 3-point range.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This crowd
It's a
was
dub for
stunned by
Michigan
the
State.
manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.